Good evening. Welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for November 5th, 2020. This time we'd like to have a prayer and salute to the flag. Supervisor Schneider will lead us in prayer.
Bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community and help all your people. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Lori.
Maloney.
Here.
Snyder.
Here.
Wagner.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Vieira.
Present.
Okay. A little change tonight. Due to the increase in the COVID-19 cases in the county, this meeting has been limited to just the supervisors, the manager, and the secretary. I'd like to thank Armstrong Utilities for videoing the meeting and the Meadville Tribune for covering it tonight. So, any citizen comment, Lori?
No.
No?
I did not receive any.
I didn't receive any either.
Okay. Motion to approve the minutes for the October 1st, 2020 regular meeting.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Thank you. Motion to direct the treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Motion to ratify payroll for the employees from September 27th, 2020 until October 24th, 2020, and the supervisor's pay.
I'll make that motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? All right. Thank you. We'll move right into administration report. Rob Horvat.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. First, I'll just take a second and kind of, like Dawn said, address why the township decided to hold this meeting without the public and why we've canceled last night's work session. With the increase in COVID-19 cases in the county, we felt it was in the best interest of the public to limit physical access to the meeting. With social distancing requirements, we have limited room for attendance and felt rather than limiting our building to a number that would be socially distanced, we felt it was best to use other resources for the public to participate. We thank Armstrong for carrying this live. It'll also be on their YouTube channel, which we'll post a link to on our Facebook page and the township website, so you'll be able to find it that way. Also, special thanks to the Meadville Tribune for having their reporter attend and cover the meeting. As you can see, we've limited ourselves to just the personnel that are needed for the meeting and this agenda. For future meetings, we'll continue to use our best judgment of CDC and Department of Health guidelines, current transmission levels in the county, and also our agenda for that meeting. Obviously, with the police chief and roadmaster not here, I'll take some time to go through their monthly report. Obviously, they've both been quite busy. For the road department, they spray patched on numerous roads and throughout the township. Special thanks to Salisbury Township. They kind of helped us out on a couple of days. Some of the roads we did were South Watson Run, Brown Hill, Williams, Woodside, Dean Peninsula, Ontario. They repaired berms with millings on Kennedy Hill, Bailey, and Superior. Checked the roads a few different times. We had a couple different windstorms, had to clean up some limbs. I'd like to thank the fire department. Both of them were out a couple of times last month on the weekends and late at night, helping to clean some limbs and trees up. So special thanks to them. Installed a new driveway pipe on Cotton and one on Cervone. We boom mowed brush on Cutter, Keebert Hill, Sportsman, Putnam, Johnson, and Bailey intersections. Daylighted trees on Cutter and Carr Hill for 3 days. That's to get ready for the 2021 paving project. It's good to get a jump start on it this fall, especially now that the leaves are done. It's a little less cleanup. They got Cutter done. It looks great. The guys cleaned up a large dead tree at Roach Park that came down on the walking path. Did some ditch cleaning on Cotton and West Vernon, and PennDOT painted all the lines on our roads on 1023. They did a good job. It looks good, and it's a little safer driving at night now that you have those double yellow lines. For maintenance, they greased truck 1. Truck 2 had its state inspection, had to repair some wiring there. Truck 4 got a new strobe light. Truck 5, a new cutting edge on the plow, repaired some wiring there. Truck 15, we changed oil filters and greased, repaired the snowplow deflector. Truck 20, which is our new truck, they installed a new LED light on the back end so it's a little brighter when they're out plowing. Wiring for a brine valve and dump bed brackets and installed the new brine bar. And the JD boom mower that greased, cleaned, and tightened the spindle head and housing. So thanks to a lot of the road department guys that did a good job this past month. Now on to the police department. They had 104 total calls for the month, which leads them to a year-to-date total of 1,571. They had 6 traffic accidents, 4 stops for vehicle violations, which resulted in 2 citations and 2 warnings. Let's see, they had 2 ordinance violations. They attended court 4 times, and they traveled a total of 2,062 miles in the township. Randy wanted me to take a second to mention a few things. Like we've been saying for the past couple of months, if you're getting phone calls that you believe to be a scam, hang up, contact the township police department. If the IRS or anybody like that's going to contact you, it's going to be via mail on official letterhead. And also the weather's changing. We had our first snowfall earlier this week. Please watch out. Keep your vehicle at a safe speed. Don't get too close to the car in front of you. Keep that safe distance. So that's the road and police reports. So now on to the administrative and zoning report. First, there's a subdivision before you tonight for approval. This is the Brown subdivision. It creates a 10-acre lot on the corner of Carr Hill and Cutter Road. The buyer of these 10 acres plans to build a home on the property. This lot has access to township sewer. It has been reviewed by the County Planning Commission, and the Township Planning Commission recommends its approval tonight. Administratively, we have finalized our anticipated 2021 general fund budget, as well as our ancillary budgets. Since the October meeting, where we reviewed the draft of the 2021 general fund budget, we were able to finalize our health insurance rates for next year at a 3.9% increase, which we were very happy with. Going into the budget process, we projected an 8% increase, so it's down from what we anticipated. Very happy with those rates. So the budget remains virtually unchanged from what was presented in October. It will come before you later this evening to vote to advertise the budget for approval at the December meeting. As long as that takes place, the budget will be available for public viewing on the township website, as well as at the township building for anyone that wants to review it before it's approved in December. Also this past month, we have submitted for $144,690.54 municipal assistance from Crawford County for COVID-related expenses. The county has made this money available through its allotment of the U.S. Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act, also known as the CARES Act. I'm sure everybody's heard of it. Of the total, $7,284.20 is for COVID-19 supplies, services, and wages paid to employees off for potential exposure or required quarantine. The other $137,406 is for the Vernon Township police officer wages from March 1st through October 31st of this year. Police wages are an allowable reimbursement under this program. This month we received our first allocation from the county that we had applied for in August. We received $17,259.04. That was granted through the first period. I would anticipate we will receive that $7,284 amount. That is very similar services and items from the first cycle. The police wage portion, I'm unsure of how much we'll receive. All of the municipalities in the county with police departments are submitting for that. There's been talk of only receiving a prorated portion of that amount, so we're not sure what that is. Hopefully we'll find out in the coming weeks. And that's my report for the night, unless there's any questions. Once again, I'd just like to thank the public for their cooperation throughout this year and the pandemic. It's certainly been a different and difficult year, but we thank the citizens for their support and understanding.
Rob, of that roughly $7,200 figure, is that therapeutics and actual COVID test, or
No, that's
does that involve?
no, that amount, it actually involves a fair amount of that money. Actually, we changed over, if you guys remember our CDBG CV money, the COVID money, we had done the hand sanitizer stations at the parks. Through talks with the county, we adjusted that. We instead submitted that money through there instead, and then switched from the hand sanitizer stations to small business grants, that money. It was just easier on the county and our end, so that's some of that 7,000. Like I said, some of that is wages for an employee that had to be off. Some of that is for the porta potties at Roach Park that we had to utilize instead of the restrooms. What else is there? There's some cleaning products that is included in that amount. And what else? Cleaning products, porta potties, hand sanitizer stations, employee wages, and I believe there was also some of our legal bills that had to do with COVID-19 in regards to the inter-municipal cooperation agreement that we did. We requested reimbursement for those legal fees because that is in response to the coronavirus.
You put up the shields too, like in
That would have been part of the first. That was part of the 17,000 that was awarded through the first cycle.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anybody else for Ron? No. Thank you. Motion to approve the Brown subdivision.
I'll make that motion.
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Did you need to go over that at all?
No, I mean, if anybody has any questions, like I said in my report, it's just at the corner of Cutter and Carr Hill. They're taking 10 acres from the Brown Farm, if anybody's aware of where that's at.
Right, yeah, I was just by there, I saw the marking.
We're gonna be putting a house up there, so it'll be nice to get another house in the township.
Right, oh, it's beautiful down there.
Yeah, nice
sure.
location.
All right, old business, a motion to ratify the CDBG-BG business grants in the amount of $10,000 each to Piro Electric, Roberts Repair, and Veronica's Cafe.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Okay, we have gone over this before we're,
Yeah, that is part of the community development block grant for the COVID money that we received. Those three businesses, that wrapped up that portion of that money. So the small business grants is now complete. Those are the final three businesses.
okay, well, it's wonderful that those people can take advantage of that. So, motion to approve and advertise the 2021 Vernon Township budget for approval at the December 3rd, 2020 Vernon Township meeting with no tax increase.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Okay, wonderful. No tax increase. So that brings us to our upcoming meetings. December 2nd will be the supervisor's work session at 7:30. December 3rd, supervisor's regular meeting at 7:30. And December 17th will be the supervisor's regular meeting at 4 p.m. So December is going to be a busy month there. This time we'll have supervisor's comments. And start with you, Greg, if you don't mind.
Nope. Weather's changing rapidly. We got a taste of that Monday. Other than that, I just want to say, time's really flying by. Upcoming holidays, Veterans Day's coming up, and Thanksgiving, and all the hunting seasons and all that stuff, so everybody be careful, and obviously all the COVID stuff, stay safe as you possibly can, and that's about all I have, really.
Thank you, Greg. Fritz?
Just kind of along the same lines there on the COVID. Who would have thought back in March that we would still be addressing this and possibly going back into the deep end again with more shutdowns and what we're experiencing tonight here doing this visual meeting. It's just hard to believe that how this has changed our life here for this year. Hopefully 2021, I think we all want to get 2020 behind us. It has not been the best of years. But, you know, wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving coming up. It's hard to believe that, too, that we're into the snow season almost. And I think that's all I got for tonight.
Thank you, Fritz. Gary?
Well, as Greg said, it's, winter's coming, and the roads are gonna change drastically, and it's not gonna be very nice, so be careful. And please, watch out for the school buses on passing them, when unloading children or taking children on. That's still a problem. And I'm very, very concerned about that. And also, I don't know if anybody caught it, but there's no tax increase in Vernon Township. This would be 18 years, I think, since they changed the taxes, but 18 years ago, we lowered it. So I think that says very well with the management and the dedication of the township employees and the people sitting on the boards. And I give them a hearty congratulations, job well done. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Gary. Joe?
With us changing our clocks, I just want people to be very diligent when they travel and very aware of not only the children, but some of the natural hazards that we have this time of the year. Deer crossing the roads, different animals crossing the roads. Just be safe. And I want to wish everybody the start of a happy Thanksgiving and a good holiday season.
Okay, great. Like everyone's commented about the snow Sunday night into Monday, and then, working outside in t-shirts today and 70 next week. It's just, welcome to Northwest Pennsylvania. So it's,
Wait a few minutes, the weather will change.
Right.
All of its finest.
But I'll take that 70 degrees, for
Yep.
sure. For sure. I'm not complaining. So, and Veterans Day, November 11th, I want to send my deepest respect to all the veterans. And on November 11th, please remember the veterans you may know. Give them your thanks. So with that, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Meeting adjourned.